What is up, my little terabytes? Greetings and welcome to 773 Oracle and Tarot. It's your girl, Shy-Town Ronnie. Listen, y'all, I generally have these taped, but today was a very early morning for me. And I'm like, you know what? Any reason to go live, right? So here we go. So here to give you your emotional and spiritual voice. Look at baby. Look at y'all. Palo Santo, she came to work. She came to work. So with all that being said, how is everyone doing? Listen, y'all, it is Chicago Monday, baby, the day February 9th of the year of our Lord 2026. Babies, it is 70 degrees out here. And listen, and I know it's a setup, but I'm gonna take it. I know it's a setup, but I'm going to take it. Because, baby, it is delightful out here. It is delicious out in these streets. So if you all are seeing this live or you've seen the replay, I hope whatever it is, I hope something wonderful happens for you. So here we go. Listen, we're going to be using the Mystic Healing Reading Oracle, and this is by Ina Segal. And we go, hold on. Let me see if I can get there we go. Oh, shit, can I get, there we go. We're going to do my shuffle. We're going to do my pull. We're going to do all the things to get this together. How's everyone doing? But yeah, darling, listen, the fact of the matter is, honey, is that today's going to be that day. Today's going to be one of them days that you all are going to have to watch, dot your I's and cross your T's, because today we got Mercury retrograding in Pisces, and that connects with Jupiter retrograding in Cancer. So, conversations, they can get messy real fast. So, damn it. I'm sorry, y'all. There you go. Y'all, I gotta get a better camera. I'm so sorry. Because I keep disappearing on y'all. But y'all saw my shuffle, y'all saw my pull. Gonna pull that down. So, like I said, Mercury retrograding in Pisces is going to connect with Jupiter retrograding in Cancer. And the conversations can get very messy very fast. So, y'all, details are going to blur. There's going to be some misunderstandings. All kinds of shit is going to happen. But it's going to be like small things are going to get blown up out of proportion. So the key today, keep it simple. The key today, y'all, is to keep the shit simple. Stay calm, keep it clear. Don't let confusion, turn into some conflicts, because a miscommunication, that's all it is. It's a miscommunication. No more, no less, honey. We can rearrange things so we can get a better sense of understanding. All right. So I got all that done. All right. So let me get over here so I can see you all. Y'all, I need a new camera, and I need another camera angle. A camera mount. We're gonna work on that. Okay, but let me go back again. So Mercury retrograding in Pisces is going to form a trine. It's going to form a trine with Jupiter. And Jupiter is retrograding in Cancer. So both planets are in retrograde, okay? Which means that things are already moving through reflection, through confusion, and through revisiting, old situations. So here we go. Look at that. We got Mercury retrograding in Pisces right there, right? Okay. And then from there, we have got Jupiter retrograding in Cancer. And so both of these things is going to cause a lot of confusion. Here's your thumbnail. My words came out fine. They were processed incorrectly by your brain. That's what we're going to be doing. That's the energy out there. It wasn't my fault. It was your fault. We don't need to do that. Okay. And again, I'm sorry I didn't get this shit out to you sooner, but baby, better late than never, right? So here we go. Pisces energy is going to blur the details, but Jupiter energy is going to expand whatever it touches. So, that's going to be the vibe of the day. Listen, y'all, I'm going to drop the link. If anybody wants to come on and discuss a little anything, please let me know. Okay. So there we go. The link is going to be dropped. Oh, and please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if, in fact, you're new to this. Okay. So like I said, so when these two planets are connecting, misunderstandings are going to, miscommunications can grow. and they can grow bigger. And that's what's going online. So let me show you in tarot what this shit looks like. So, off the bat, here we go. Off the bat, it's going to be the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups right here, baby. The Seven of Cups shows confusion, the mixed signal, not knowing what's real or what's not, because this card is the card of, illusions and shit, okay? From there, we're going to go for the Page of Swords. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. The Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords represents conversation and messages and information, moving really, really fast, okay? And then from there, we're going to have justice right there. Can you all see that? There you go. It's going to have justice. And justice reminds us to slow down and focus on the truth and clarity before we're going to be reacting, okay? Because that's not what we want to do. That's not the tea. No, we're going to slow it down. We're going to slow it down. So, let me break it down in plain languages. So the conversation today could get very confusing than it needs to be. All right. So with that conversation being confusing, that right there is your Mercury in retrograding in Pisces, because Mercury is the planet of communication. Okay. Mercury is the planet of communication. So something simple might turn into a misunderstanding. The details can get twisted. Someone might hear something differently than what was meant, and they're going to stay in the feelings. And before you know it, a small discussion is going to start feeling very, very intense. So that's what we do not want. That's what we're trying to avoid with this. All right. And so, once again, I'm going to drop the link. If anybody wants to come on through. Now, here's your insight, though, babies. Here's your insight. When communication gets muddy, the mind tries to fill in the blanks. And that's when assumptions show up. And the assumptions can turn a small misunderstanding into a bigger problem. And not everything you hear today will be completely accurate. So what we need to do, the power today is to stay calm and not reacting too fast. You don't have to solve every misunderstanding immediately. Sometimes you all need to let that shit cook. Let it cook. Find out, have the strength to say, excuse me, I didn't quite understand what you meant. Could you please clarify? Because taking the pause for that cause might just save you. It just might save you some misunderstanding. It might save you a headache. So that's what we're doing. So now, the best that I could say, listen, clarity shows up when everybody just takes a breath. Take a breath. Even confusing moments can guide you towards some better awareness. So this energy is encouraging us to listen carefully and to speak clearly and to stay grounded. And when you move with patience, confusion loses its power. Let me say that again. When you move with patience, confusion loses its power. Let me see. Kingdom, how you doing, baby? How you doing? Sweetheart, Kingdom, I hope this astrological forecast reached you today in time, because baby, people are going to be in their feelings. People are going to be deep in their feelings, Kingdom. So, just, be on guard, sweetie. It's not what you said, it's how they interpret it. So we got to look out for other people's feelings today if we do not want shit to pop off, all right? Kingdom, while you at it, if you don't mind, like the video and share it out to somebody. If you don't mind, baby, if you don't mind, okay? But listen, for this reading, we're going to affirm. I'm going to put it in the chat. Here's going to be our affirmation right now, okay? Let me get this to you. Let me get this to you all. Hold on. Okay, it's going to be in the chat. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Thank you, baby. Thank you, my love. Okay, no, what happened was that the only thing that came through was the link. Okay, but we're going to affirm today. I communicate with clarity and calm. I communicate with clarity and calm. Keep your conversations short and clear. And if things start getting messy, it might be better to pause and revisit the conversation later. Okay? So before reacting, ask yourself this one thing. Did I actually hear what they said or what I thought they meant? That small check-in can prevent a lot of unnecessary tension. All right. So listen, you all saw my shuffle. You all saw my pull. We're using the Healing Mystic Oracle from Anaya Segal. So we're going to start. We're going to start with the collective. Okay. So hold on. Let me see. I'm trying. So you got, all right, there we go. So oh shit. Oh my God. There we go. So here is the first card, and this is for the collective. So here it is. Okay. So for the collective, we've got card number 7. Wait a minute, where's that? Where it is? Y'all, I'm so sorry about this. I'm trying. Okay, card number 7. There we go. There we go. When we talk about the numerological aspects of the number 7, we are talking about harmony. We're talking about improvements. We're talking about balance, peace, family matters, romance, I'm sorry, potential, ambition, victory, success, luck, and resources. That's the number 7. This card right here, it says create boundaries. It says create boundaries. Okay, so what that means, y'all, especially with the astrological forecast today, we're going to make sure that we are well suited for what conversations come through, and we're not going to take nothing personal. We're not going to take nothing personal today, because today's going to be that day where we can definitely get in our feelings or step on toes, and that's not what we're meant to. Now, listen. With this card, the astrological equivalent to this card would be the 7 of Wands. It would be the 7 of Wands. And that, it is defensiveness. It's standing our ground. It's protecting our space. So if this card right here, oh shit, there it goes. If this card right here says, create boundaries, here's the question, collective. Here's the question. Where do you need to say no? Where in your life, in your world, in your affairs, do you need to say no? Is it from a partner that's taking you for granted? Is it from your boss that thinks that, you were put on this earth, to be on call 24 hours? Where do you need to say no at? Where do you need to say no? Because, baby, I'm telling you, if this card right here says create boundaries, I can tell you right now, many of y'all are drained. Y'all are overextended, and you letting people cross the line. And I'm going to tell you something, collective. Check this out, collective. Respect grows when you protect your energy. Let me say that again. Respect grows when you protect your energy. So the 7 of Wands represents defending your position and holding your ground. And I'm going to tell you right now, healthy boundaries, they're going to protect your peace and your self-worth. So, guard your space. Not everyone can get access. And wait a minute, and I'll tell you this right now, collective, everybody that has access to you, that's poor spiritual hygiene. That's what we're not doing. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Not everybody can have access to you. And we're going to keep, for this one right here, we're going to keep the affirmation real simple, y'all. We're going to say, I protect my peace. That is your affirmation. I protect my peace. That's it. That's all. All right. Moving right along. We got the fire signs, my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarius. All right. And this is card number 34. 3 + 4 is 7. Again, a number 7. Again, we're talking about resourcefulness. We're talking about ambition. We're talking potential. We're talking victory. We're talking success. We're talking luck. So for my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians, this right here, it says transform your anger. Transform your anger. Y'all, when we talk about this card right here about transforming your anger, baby, this right here gives me tarot. It gives me strength. This is very much giving strength, a tarot card, because this card right here, if it's transforming your anger, we're talking about inner power. We're talking about control. We're talking about emotional balance. Okay, look at that. We got air signs. The kingdom is the air sign. The kingdom is the air sign. This one is for you, baby. Take heed, my love. Take heed. So this one right here, remain in control, know your inner power, and keep that emotional balance. And so right here, if it says transform your anger, here's the question right here, my air signs. How can you turn this anger into a strength? Because I for this card to come through, many of y'all are feeling frustrated. Y'all are feeling triggered. You all are feeling ready to explode. But you know what, darling? I'm going to say this. Anger. Oh, yes, fire signs. I'm sorry, baby. Yes, fire signs. I meant that. Yes. Hey, baby, anger becomes power when you channel it wisely. Anger becomes power when you channel it wisely. The strength card generally represents calm power and the mastery of your emotions. And baby, strong people control anger instead of letting it control them. So, use that fire, but don't let it burn you. Use that anger, but turn that anger into power. So, that's what we're doing for my fire, my air, my Leo, and my Sagittarians. All right. I'm sorry if I called you air signs, baby. I move too fast for my own good, But Kingdom, I'm glad you're here, baby. I'm glad you're with me. Okay. Now for my air signs. Now, for my air signs, my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians, damn it, you all, this is the third 7 in a row. 2 + 5 is 7. So once again, listen, this is 3 7s in a row. So again, y'all, my collective, my fire, and my air signs, pay attention. Because if you pay attention to what's going on, you all are going to be rewarded with your ambition and victory. You're going to have more potential for luck and stuff like that. So for my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians, this one right here, it says release the anger. This one right here says release the anger. Hold on, Kingdom. I love you, baby. Thank you, love. And this one right here, Aquarius, Geminis, and Libra, it says release the anger. Release the anger. If we're going to do that, then baby, on the tarot, this is giving the 9 of Swords. This is giving very much 9 of Swords energy. Release the anger, the 9 of Swords, the anxiety, the mental stress, the night thoughts. Geminis, Libras, and Aquarians. If we got this card and it says release the anger, I'm sorry, release the fear, release the fear. What fears are you all holding on to? You often hear me say it on this channel a lot of times that danger is real, fear is not. And so for my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians, a lot of y'all are walking around here overthinking or feeling overwhelmed. Y'all are worried. Most fears lose their power when you face them. And this 9 of Swords card, look at her. Look at her. She ain't getting no rest. She ain't getting no rest because mama's letting those fears and then anxieties eat her up. That's not what we're doing. That is not the vibe. That is not what we're doing. That is not the vibe. Wait a minute. Thank you, hey, I'm on assignment, a Kingdom. I do the best I can, baby. I'm just trying to help the children. That's all. And I love you for that. I love you for the confirmation, baby. Thank you. But right here, baby. Right here, my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians. Face it. You all are stronger than your fear. You all are stronger than your fear, than the fear. And when you face that, you pull the rug out from the things that are trying to control you. You're not here to be controlled, babies. You are here to create your life, not to bypass shit. And like I said, danger is real, but fear is not. So here we go with the affirmation. We're gonna keep it real simple. I let go of fear. I let go of fear. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to let go of that fear. Moving right along to the water signs. Where you at, water signs? Okay. Water signs, my Cancerians, my Scorpios, and my Pisces. Make yourselves known. We got card number 13. Okay, we finally broke the 7 streak. We got 13. 1 + 3 is 4. And when we talk about the numerological aspects of the number 4, we're talking about stability. We're talking about boundaries. We're talking about structure. We're talking about foundational support, security, and power with the number 4. This card right here says, explore your ancestries. It says, explore. And right there, baby, right there, the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles. Explore your ancestry. Baby, we're talking about heritage. We're talking about legacy. We're talking about family roots. So for my water signs, my Cancerians, my Scorpios, and my Pisces, what can you learn from where you came from? What can you learn from where you came from? Because for my water signs, you all should be reflective, seeking deeper identity, and curiosity. Get in contact with your ancestors. They out there for a reason. And I'll say this for my water signs, knowing your roots strengthen your self-esteem. They strengthen your sense of self. The Ten of Pentacles, look at this. The Ten of Pentacles right there. The Ten of Pentacles right there. Wait a minute. Wow, I literally clicked on the video and she quickly jumped into what? Whoa! Whoa, Dwan Loft. Wait a minute, baby. Greetings and salutations, sweetheart. And I'm glad that the energy is aligned. I'm glad that the energy is aligned, my love. Okay, so pay attention, baby. I'm gonna stay a little longer on the water signs for you all. Okay? Yes, baby, you are already connected. We are in alignment. Baby, if you could do me the favor, if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then maybe share the video or something like that. Everything I asked you to do was free, baby. And if you can, I would love it. If not, no worries. It'll work itself out. But yes, baby. Oh, wait, Don's like, I'm listening. Okay, baby, I got it for you, baby. I'm going to give it to you, baby. I'm going to give it to you good, okay? So like I said, knowing your roots are going to strengthen your sense of self. And the Ten of Pentacles represents like family legacy and generational wealth. Understanding your past is going to help shape your future. So the best I can say, oh my gosh, I'm losing. There we go. The best I can say for my water signs is that your roots hold wisdom. Let me say that again. Your roots hold wisdom. And with that being said, for my water signs, we're going to affirm. I honor the path that brought me here. I honor the path that brought me here. And that's your ancestors. That's the generational information that is locked in your DNA. Yeah, honey, you're not walking alone. Your ancestors are walking behind you. They walked so you could run. They walked so that you could run. And baby, you know what? With this information, you take this information to the highest point that you can. You know what that means, baby? That you are the answer. You are the answer that your bloodline has been waiting for. All right? All right. Moving right along to my earth signs. Moving right along to my earth signs, my Taurus, my Virgos, and my Capricorns. Let us get into it. 11. 1 + 1 is 2. When we talk about the numerological aspects of the number 2, we're talking about partnerships. We're talking about balance. We're talking about division, duets, choices, decisions, attraction, opposites attract, things of that nature. This card says, examine your integrity. And when we examine our integrity, baby, you can't do this without the Justice card. This is the tarot correspondence of this oracle card, is the Justice right here. Justice, we talking about truth. We talking about fairness. We talking about accountability. And so if this card says, examine your integrity, here's the question, my earth signs. Are you living by your values? Are you living by who you say you are? So my earth signs, you need to be checking your actions, seeking your alignment, and being reflective. Life feels lighter when your actions match your value. Let me say that again. Life feels lighter when your actions match your values. The Justice card right here represents truth and balance and responsibility. So with that, my earth signs, listen, integrity builds trust. Integrity builds trust with yourself and with other people. So, with these two cards, with, examine your integrity and the Justice card, you all got to start standing in your truth. You got to start standing in your truth. And for this, my earth signs, we're going to say, I live by my values. That's going to be your affirmation. I live by my values. Let me see. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to come on and talk. If I can answer a question or pull a card, let me know. You don't have to come on camera. You could do it with just your with just the audio. But let me know what y'all want to do. And if not, we can end this live. Like I said, I'm really sorry this morning. I generally tape them so you all can watch them at your leisure. Baby, baby, baby. This morning was more than a notion, honey. This morning was more than a notion. We I had things I had to do, so I forgot, okay, let me go on live and give it to the children. Okay. All right. Well, it doesn't seem like anybody wants to come on, and that is okay. Listen, to all the new viewers, y'all, please subscribe to the channel. Like the video, share the video out if you could. That's help bring another stream of audience up in here. If this message gave you any type of clarity, do all those things for me. If you feeling a little bit more generous, if I answer some questions for you and you want to do a little exchange of energy, my Venmo and my Buy Me Coffee is up on the links. It's not mandatory, it's suggested. And with all that being said, here in Chicago, it is 70 degrees. So wherever you are at, wherever you are watching this live or this video, I hope something wonderful happens to you. And I hope you out there enjoying the beautiful weather, if you happen to be living somewhere where there's beautiful weather. And with that being said, I'm going to sign out. But listen, your assignment is to stay in your alignment. Your alignment is your assignment. So we got that down, right? And when this world gets too heavy, close your eyes, envision the life that you want, and then give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I definitely can, baby. I definitely can. Give me 1 minute. Envision the life that you want and tell the universe, show me how good it can be. Show me how good it can be. I'm gonna pull a card for you, baby. Let me get the cards. I'll be right back. When I pulled the cards for the for the collective and the earth, air, wind, and fire and water, I put the other cards back. But here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Card number 5. Card number 5 right here. Hold on. Give me a second, Kingdom. I'm trying to. There we go. Card number 5. When we talk about the numerological aspects of the number 5, wait a minute. There we go. Damn it. There we go, Kingdom. When we talk about the numerological aspects of the number 5, we're talking about instability. We're talking about challenges. We're talking about loss. We're talking about conflict. We're talking about, but we also talk about new experiences, because you cannot have those new experiences unless things are shaken up. There we go. I'm sorry, Kingdom. I'm trying to get this card to you. Damn it. There we go. There we go. And this card right here, Kingdom, this card right here. Baby, it says break your addiction. Hold on, where's my tarot? Give me a second. Oh, Lord. Baby, it says break your addiction. And sweetheart, we're talking about a tower moment. Yeah. We're talking about, there we go. We're talking about a tower moment. So when wait a minute, and the thing is, Kingdom, let me tell you this. People think of addictions as like a drug or a substance, but you want to know something, baby? People can be addicted to the struggle. And that's what I'm feeling you addicted to, baby. I'm feeling you addicted to, and I'll tell you something. I'll tell you where the struggles are at. I feel that you are addicted to almost toxic relationships, be them personal or be them friendship. And with the tower right here, you got to shake shit up. The only way that you can break an addiction is, and again, it's by breaking. And if you can see, Kingdom, I'm sorry. Okay. Can you see that thunderbolt? Baby, that is divine intervention. Life will always throw some shit your way, and it's never to break you. Life will always throw some shit your way, Kingdom, to see if you really who you say you are. And when you can bypass that trigger, that's how you know you broke the addiction, because you are no longer following that same pattern. Oh, smoking, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that too. And you want to know something? They say that one is worse than most. But whatever it is, though, Kingdom, whatever it is, I will tell you this much: you are capable of doing it. You are capable of doing it. And for you, my love, we're going to affirm: I let go of the things that no longer serve me. I let go of the things that no longer serve me. Yeah. Yeah, baby, you're not here to be controlled. You're not here to be controlled, Kingdom. You're not here to be controlled. You are here to create. So you create the life, the world, and the affairs that you want to be reflected in your life. All right. All right, baby, there you go. Kingdom, thank you for joining me, my love. Thank you for keeping me company. To Donna Loft, thank you for stopping on by. And to anybody that's watching the live, or if you want watch it on the replay, if you all could please do the things: like the video, subscribe to the channel, share them. Share them. Oh, wait, what's this? Thank you. Oh, thank you, my love. Thank you. Hey, darling, listen, I tend to go, listen, because I work 2 jobs. I'm not as consistent as I want to be. Like some days, like I'll go live like 5 days out of the week, and the other times, because work, life be life in. But hit that notification, and and you could catch me. Kiki, my love, sweetheart, you call me. I'm about to end this live, but baby, thank you for stopping by. Kiki, catch me on the replay, okay? All right, y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all say, oh, sweetie, and I'm so glad you got it, baby. I'm so glad you got it. All right, y'all. Y'all stay blessed, and thank you, and thank you. I love you all. Until the next time. Be well, babies.